All right, up next is going to be a small group led by Jacob Ward. So each semester, students are asked to complete one of 10 possible honors projects. So Jacob decided to arrange a piece which I believe is from Pittsburgh. Is that correct? Yes. So he arranged his tune, and he did all of the rehearsal, teaching everybody the parts. Actually, has done it within the last couple of weeks as well. So they are going to present to you, this tune is called Treble Makers, and it's from Pittsburgh, but also arranged and conducted by Jacob Ward. Alright, so up next is our, I'll call it small but mighty beginning band. So this was actually my kind of first endeavor into having a beginning band as completely a class. So if you were here back at the winter concert, they played a tune back then. So we've been working on, they actually have 2 tunes prepared for you this evening. So the first one that they're going to play for you is going to remind you of probably about like a 1980s Nintendo video game. It actually has levels, like you'll hear the different levels. In fact, at one point you'll hear kind of what sounds like a boss battle. Not from the movie that came out several years ago, but has the same title. So their first tune is going to be called Pixels. Older students will probably appreciate both the tunes they're playing are written by Randall Sandridge. All right, and of course they all know next year if they make all district band and make the top band, he is the guest director of all districts. So hopefully someone will be motivated to make it into that. So at this point I want to recognize the students from this class as our outstanding student and our director's award. So up first is going to be our beginning band director's award. And again, I'm just going to read off of the certificate. So from the beginning of the year to now, you have grown into a confident trumpet player. Your ability to quickly learn parts and play them by yourself is commendable. Please come forward to accept your award, Draydon Jones. our outstanding students, and again, I'll just read it off here, for outstanding musical achievement as a member of the beginning band. You were able to pick up the tuba very quickly, and even learn marching band songs just by listening to them. So receiving the award, I think you probably know by now, but looking up here, is Jesus Aguilar. Their second and final piece is called Black Moon March. It was actually written to signify the ominous nights of the year where there is no moon in the sky. Perhaps we could even make a connection between that and the astronauts who just traveled around the dark side of the moon. This is Black Moon March. Yeah! All right, at this point, we're actually not going to bring anybody up onto the stage. We're going to continue on with some of our awards. These are some of our bigger, what I call major awards. So for this one, before I do that, I actually would like to recognize all of the parent volunteers that we had this year. So I cannot do what I do without the parents' help, especially during marching season. And those of you who are around know that there's just a lot to it now. There's equipment that needs to be moved, there's plumes to be handed out, there's uniforms to be checked, and getting the students everywhere they need to be, plus feeding the kids and getting them their uniforms, bringing things when I ask for them at the last minute. So what I'd like to do is just recognize all of those parents at the same time. So if you helped with anything this year, even if it was something small, you just did one day, doesn't matter. If you volunteered and helped with anything this year, please stand and be recognized. works. And the more people that help out, the easier it is for everybody. So at this point, we're going to move on to some of the more major awards. The next award is called the Warrior Spirit Award. So I developed this award a couple years ago to recognize students for just having that kind of true warrior spirit. I look for students who are involved in multiple activities, have never had discipline issues, and are fully dedicated to supporting the performing arts department. And I'm going to ask each of these students to come up here to receive their Warrior Spirit Award. First is Brandon Hill. Next up is Nathan Robertson. Quincy Golson. Shaden Knoll. And again, last but certainly not least, Sam Knoll. The next award that I would like to give out is the John Philip Sousa Award for Marching Band Excellence in Leadership. John Philip Sousa is known as the March King. Every year there are many deserving candidates from our senior class, so it's difficult to select just one. I'm very fortunate also to have an assistant band director so that we discuss these things together and make this decision. Because again, there's lots of good candidates here. So we're looking for somebody who embodies what it means to be a marching warrior. And who also has a good work ethic, seeks to mentor the younger marchers in the program, and after extensive discussion, and again, very difficult decision to make, this year both myself and Mr. Rankin have selected as our John Philip Sousa Award as the coach. The last major award that we're going to present is more than just an award. This one is also a scholarship for us. And we developed the scholarships kind of many years ago, and I'm going to read through this, but then I also have a little bit of a surprise announcement that goes with this. So our presentation of the Carol Custer Memorial Scholarship, this scholarship is near and dear to my heart. So I knew Carol Custer as our band booster president and one of the first parents I had the pleasure of knowing when I began working here. She was sweet, kind, and always willing to help. Sadly, she passed away from cancer the summer before my son's senior year, or before her son's senior year, excuse me. And when I knew that she was sick, we had many conversations about her kids and what they wanted for them, or what she wanted for them. She wanted her kids to continue with band and thought it was a great experience for them. We developed the scholarship as a way to highlight what marching band means to our students. Each student must fill out an application, also do an interview, and this year we had not only her daughter, but her son who has been overseas for many of the years and I had not seen probably since close to when he graduated, so he was here as well, which was a really cool part of it. And I'm going to go ahead and announce it at this time too. They decided to add money to the scholarship this year, so instead of it being a $500 scholarship, it is going to be an $800 scholarship. So, I mean, awesome. After the interviews, he handed me the donation, which was really, really awesome. So this year we had 4 applicants, and I'm going to go ahead and bring Carol's daughter up here, Tiffany, and she is going to present the award for the scholarship for this year. And her daughter, Michaela.
Good evening. It's so wonderful to be on this stage again. It's my pleasure to attend your concert tonight and to listen to the products of all your hard work and commitment this band year. My mother was a member of band throughout high school herself, and she cherished her memories of being in marching band and the friends that she made. Once myself and my brother joined the marching band, she was so excited to be involved in any way she could. Even after being diagnosed with cancer, she was involved in the band boosters, attended every game and every concert. She saw band as a way for students to not only make friends, but to have a kind of family. Being involved in band gave her a life and meaning in her life when it may have otherwise felt dark. We want to thank all of the applicants for taking the time to write what band meant to them and participating in the interviews with us. We know that you will all be successful, and we wish you the best of luck when you leave Matoaca. The student whom we're honoring tonight spoke about how much the band meant to them. The student spoke about being a light and happiness to others. During a time in the world when it may be easy to see the negativity, the student always strived to be positive. The student was a leader in the band and participated in many music groups at Matoaca High School. Tonight we would like to honor Aslan Coates.
It's always nice to see former students back too. And Tyler came back in, and if anybody's ever been down here and seen the recliner chair that is in my office, so that was actually Tyler's recliner chair. He brought it during band camp so he could play video games during lunch. And then he just never took it home, and I decided it was mine. And it's ever since. A very comfortable chair, so of course he had to sit in when he was here, but I appreciate them coming out and being a part of this and continuing to be a part of this process. And like I said, they do the interview and everything, and it is solely them that does it, which I really appreciate letting them be a part of that process. So in this time, we're going to do one other quick changeover. And we've got some more awards, we've got some senior recognitions to do as well. We'll do that in the context of jazz band. So jazz band, if you would, go ahead and come up on stage. We will get on to the last part of our performance here. Alright, so before I begin, and I wrote some stuff down, but honestly some things changed. So this jazz band group has had one a heck of a last probably about 6 weeks, and really even more of the last 24 hours. It's just been crazy. Normally I wouldn't plan back-to-back performances like this, but it just somehow worked out. I mean, it ended up working out amazingly. So let me walk you back a little bit. So back at the end of March, we were selected by the Board of Education to play at the start of one of their meetings. So you're talking to the state superintendent and all of the other boards as the part of the State Board of Education. So we had to get here early and drive up to Richmond and perform for them, and let's just say it went really, really well. So within about 5 or 6 hours of us being done with that, I get a text saying, hey, another invite's coming, but I can't tell you about it yet. I'll let you know soon. I'm like, okay. So I wait a little bit and find out that they wanted us to play for the State Teacher of the Year announcement, an event that included the Governor of Virginia. So I'm like, wow, amazing opportunity. What's the date? Well, it was the day before our concert, so I'm like, okay, let me shuffle some things around and we can make that work. So where this turned out to be incredible yesterday was we didn't know going into it whether we were going to be able to get a picture with the governor, whether we were going to get to meet the governor. Those things are very fluid. If you've ever been at one of those events before, things change kind of at a drop of a hat. So I found out right beforehand we were in fact going to get a picture, and then even as it was happening, we watched Governor Spanberger. She started walking away, and I went, oh no, and then she came right back. But what was cool is we were playing as she came out, and just seeing the smile on her face and engaging in it, and then she came over and she was so engaged in what we were doing. So what ended up happening is after we were done, the state board superintendent came over to me and said, hey, the governor would like to invite you all over to the mansion. And I swear I thought I misheard her. I said, no, she didn't just say that, right? And I was like, excuse me? She goes, the governor has invited you to come over to the mansion because she would like to be able to meet all of you and take pictures. And I'm like, wow. So I asked the students, you want to go? And of course they're like, yes. I don't think you say no to the governor. So we went over, got to go, I've never been inside the mansion, but we went inside of the mansion and we got to meet her and talk to her. Her one daughter is a vocalist, and she's very interested in singing and wants to be a music major. So got to have a good conversation with her about that. And it was just really cool to meet her and talk to her. But the students all got that opportunity as well. So, and they got that opportunity because not only did they play well, but they were just excellent students and very respectful. So I do want, before we start, to congratulate them on that amazing opportunity. So we played kind of a wide array of music, some of the stuff you've already heard, so you're going to hear about half of the show. We will get the full show up eventually, so if you go to the governor's, well, I know it's on her Facebook page, you can see right from about one of the tunes on, and then all of the State Teacher of the Year stuff. I have the rest of the recording on my phone. I'm going to get it to Ms. Williams, and we're going to get it uploaded onto YouTube, so that if you want to see everything, we'll get that there as soon as we can. But so up first, with our jazz band, is one of the tunes we played yesterday, and this chart is called Funk City. Hope you enjoy. So, that's okay. I wrote it backwards. It's okay. We'll do this now. So let's give you awards. We'll go ahead. Come on. So, at any rate, so getting an opportunity like we had yesterday, I wanted to try to give as many students as possible an opportunity to be able to go up there and do that. And Jordan, if you've been to a few concerts, you've seen her sing for us a couple times, and she does a fantastic job. And I thought, well, what better song for us to do for an event like that than something that has got a lot of power to it and a lot of fun to play, and something that she certainly can handle. So she is going to sing for you Aretha Franklin's Respect. I'm pretty sure I could give Jordan a phone book and it would sound amazing. So great job, Jordan.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I mean, there are not many people that can sing Aretha Franklin. So I mean, give it another one, Paul. Alright, so just like the other groups, I have a couple of awards to present. So we're going to start with the Director's Award and the Outstanding Student Award here. So for the Director's Award of the Jazz Band, for making the biggest improvement over the course of this year and holding down all those third trumpet parts by yourself, your work ethic and desire to improve did not go unnoticed. The Director's Award is for Deontay. It is very difficult to select one student. So for outstanding, I selected 2 students. So first one, for outstanding abilities in the area of jazz at Matoaca High School, your range and overall sound have really come along this year. You have set the standard for the rest of the jazz band. Please come forward for Outstanding Jazz Band Award, Ryan Williams. Always tough decisions, and so this one we'll call it co-outstanding students. So for outstanding abilities in the area of jazz at Matoaca High School, you've been such a valuable member of the rhythm section for several years. Your ability to solo has always been a huge strength. Please come forward, Landon Avery. Accepting applications for guitar player. Please apply soon. So we also had students who were selected for the all-county jazz band. So we actually hosted the rehearsals here this year, and then the event itself was over at Clover Hill High School. So with the following students come forward to receive their certificate for participation in the all-county jazz band. Maya Ellis. Ryan Williams. Mason Torrance. Liam Armentrout. Nathan Robertson. And Landon Avery. Alright, so still a little bit of a kind of a pause in what we're playing for right now. I would ask for all of our performing seniors to come up front. You can go right here on the floor. You can stand in front of the picture, that's fine. But all of the seniors, marching band or just any band, if you're a senior, just right here on the cover. I'm going to turn the lights up too. So we're going to recognize our seniors. Miss Williams.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Let's make it sure somebody's coming up.
Mom, I can come too. Nope, stay.
I need to speak for a second. I did not plan to, so know that this is about the students, and I'm not trying to take that away from you. I think you guys will appreciate this. Just today, Mr. Davis was selected as the Chesterfield County Public Schools, the entire district Performing Arts Leadership Award. I'm not going to list all the things that the term performing arts encapsulates because I don't want to leave anything out, but it's not just band, it's all of the performing arts. And so this is a huge honor. Several years ago, I was talking to a colleague of mine, and he said, kids don't take band class, they take band directors, and everything that you've seen and everything that you are about to see is a testament to that. So one more time.
So he did that because I didn't tell anybody. So, I mean, the students who were in jazz band saw it this morning. So, but he knows most of the time I try to keep the focus on the students. Well, not most of the time, all the time. I want to keep the focus on the students. So, William, I do appreciate that. So, thank you. So, all right, on to the seniors. Yes, thank you. So every year, I like to have the seniors come down front, and then we get to talk a little bit about them and what they meant to the program. In many cases, you're going to hear me talk about all the different things they did, and we're not a huge program. So a lot of times students end up playing multiple instruments when they're here, and whatever is needed. And a lot of them have played multiple instruments while they have been here, and played in multiple ensembles or been in multiple different groups. So we need them. I mean, in order to do what we do, we need all of them. And by their senior year, they have contributed a lot to what we do up here. So I'm going to just make my way down the line. We'll start up here with you, Liam. So this is Liam Armentrout up here on the end. So Liam started as a trombone player for us, but then I actually think, maybe I'm wrong, I think his true passion was actually playing piano. So when I talked to him earlier this year, I was like, hey, I think you would really just enjoy being in jazz band and playing. And he's done not just a great job, but ended up getting into the all-county jazz band and participating with that. He's an outstanding piano player. I'm sad that we only got him this year to play piano, because you are graduating, right? Or past me, that's okay, just making sure. Yeah, that would have been really embarrassing. Very awkward. But he's done a great job, and again, leaves some tough shoes to fill. We have some great seniors here, so thank you for everything you've done for us, Liam. Up next is Quincy Golson. Go, Quincy. Definitely has that distinction of I'm pretty sure I can be anywhere in the school and know if I heard his voice. But Quincy, a lot of fun to have. Of course, he has played, of course, played in the drum line, is playing Barry sax here, is in the show choir as well. I'm trying to think of what else you did here. What am I missing?
I was in show band.
What did you play Barry sax in show bands?
Barry sax and percussion.
Okay. So participating in lots of, he's played also for the musical a couple times, very highly involved in the program. But Quincy, well, I think a lot of you think that Quincy likes to play sometimes. Quincy does take this very seriously, and he does do a lot of work. And probably the big kudos that I want to give to him is this year we had a little bit of trouble getting everybody signed up to do the Little Feet Meet, which is the special ed elementary kids. And I cannot take any credit for getting people to get signed up. It was all Quincy. He went out and got people and got it signed up, so we were able to do it. So thank you for doing that. It only took me till the senior year to figure out which one was which, and they did just sit right next to each other. So we got Shaden, okay? So. haircut, and there were, I swear, more moments in our show that they were facing backfield than I could count, and I would have to like ask them to move, and I'd be like, no, one of you. But if the wrong one moved, I'd like, no, the other one. So it's not, I couldn't tell. I'm up on the top of that tower. I didn't know who was who. But luckily over the years, I did figure that out, so I think we're good now. But, you know, Shaden has done a lot, of course, playing in the jazz band for us this year. Has switched over to multiple instruments for us and playing trombone and playing baritone. Has played a little bit of tuba and sousaphone for us as well. So, you know, when the situation calls for it, but again, some of the most hard-working students that we have here, and just switching instruments for us and doing lots of different things for us. But holding down that second trombone part this year in jazz bands. And was this your first time officially playing trombone you did it last year too, I was trying to remember back. So, but at any rate, Shaden, thank you for everything you've done for us. Shot, and I got it right. I know I'm right on this one. So we have Sam now. So Sam, of course, played sousaphone for us. Actually plays baritone in the concert band. So switching around. Have you played trombone a little bit too? Yeah, of course. Been playing lots of different instruments. You know, one of the things too that I want to bring up about both of them, so they both also interviewed for the scholarship, and one of the things that came back to me, and I'm going to embarrass him back here, they talked about how much they appreciated their dad in their interview and how important he was to them. And both Tiffany and her brother told me that afterwards, like they were just so moved at how they connected they were to him and how appreciative they were of everything that he's done. So you've raised some great boys. You all are great guys. Do you have the number? I don't. You don't? 12. Oh, good Lord. All right, so they are, this just tells me how long I have been here. So they keep asking, like, are you going to be around for when Sarah gets here? I'm like, I don't know, like, we'll see. But Nathan, talk about somebody who's heavily involved in everything. So is in the show choir, in the jazz band, in the symphonic band. Was Gomez in the musical here last week. So if you don't know anything about musical theater, especially playing a lead role, that is an immense amount of memorization. On top of, I have all my other schoolwork to do. And it's a lot, and you have to have the most dedicated students. And I think Nathan did that while also participating in all the things that was at our event yesterday. And so today, he's going to be here again on Friday and again on Saturday. And it's just kind of, you don't have like a room here somewhere, do you? Just but Nathan is very, very heavily involved. I cannot promise that I will still be here for Sarah. We will see. You know, Nathan was our drum major this year. Did a fantastic job for us. Going off to Old Dominion, you're majoring in like sound engineering, basically, yeah. So going to kind of continue his music career over at Old Dominion University. We appreciate everything you've done for us, Nathan. Thank you. We have Brandon Hill. So Brandon is a man of many words. He talks all the time. All right, I think he said 10 words to me. No, I'm kidding. So, you know, Brandon is one of those people who I like to call it a quiet leader, but he's always on point, always has his stuff ready to go. Rarely did I have to walk back to the percussion section and go over anything with him And in marching band, I don't think it maybe happened ever, where I had to talk to him about working on parts and anything. One of those students who just put his head down and did his work, and was just always there and ready to go. And of course, sometimes in marching band, those parts can be pretty tough, and he was just always ready to go with it. So played some timpani for us here earlier on some pretty difficult parts too. So I want to thank Brandon.
That's pretty good.
Coats. So we have a fan club. I think she'll be here afterwards signing autographs. So Aslan, you've already seen her play clarinet. We've also seen her play alto saxophone. She was also in the musical this year, playing a part in our musical. She played in the show band, and of course was in marching. You've been in the show band, was it all 4 years? 3 years. So participating also with them, and I believe you played in the pit orchestra for the musical a few times too. Yes, no. All right. Missed out on that part of it. So, but Aslan, obviously you've seen her up there a few times tonight. She's done a lot of great work for us. And what I liked about it, I had no idea what Tiffany was going to read. And one of the things that she said up there was Aslan had the mindset of just always showing up with a positive attitude no matter what was going on. And I 100% agree that if I had to summarize Aslan, that's it right there. It's just always positive, and always just kind of letting everything else blow by, even if it's bothering her. So Aslan, you've done a great job for us, and we appreciate it. If you go and get to watch some of the show from the other night, so you've seen a lot of guitar. He's also an incredible vocalist. When is your album coming out? Has it come out yet? Or
This Friday.
Come out this Friday. So he tells me it's on something called Spotify. I think that's something that takes days. I asked him for an 8-track because I don't know what Spotify is, but and I do not have Spotify. But at any rate, Landon, incredible musician. If you've seen the show choir, you've also seen him not just play guitar, but also sing as part of the show choir the last couple of years. Really, really talented. I think you're going to see big things out of him in the future. And I've had a few other students who go on and make a name for themselves. They always come back and see me. So I expect to see you come back and see me. But if you're ever playing somewhere, especially locally, let me know, because I love to come by and see what you're doing, and be able to come to those performances. So I can't wait to see what's next for him. Great guitar player, great vocalist, got a band, and got an album coming out. But thank you very much. Students who join bands and then for whatever reason they don't come back the following year. A lot of times you don't get them back. They go off and they do something else and they don't come back. Well, Kingston came back this year and decided to participate in the band again. Senior year, want to come back and have some fun with us. Awesome that you did. You got to do some pretty cool things. Just in the last 6 weeks. So I was talking to another student earlier. I said sometimes when you're doing things, it doesn't maybe always work the way you expected it to, but sometimes it works out better. So in this case, you're like, wow, I got to do all these things that I could not have told you 2 months ago that all this stuff was going to happen. So I'm just really pleased that he was able to come back and participate with us and get to be involved in all of those activities. I'm sorry we didn't get you all 4 years, but such is life and that's what happens. But thank you for everything you did for us this year, Kingston. All right, so I have a little bit of a thing that I read to all seniors, and I'm going to read this to you before anything else is going to happen. So for me, I do think that it's important to give them a little bit of a charge as they leave here, because I hope that you have learned more than just lessons about being in band. Some of this is repeats from previous years, some of it is not. So finally, for our seniors, I would like to call your attention to some lessons that you've learned that will apply as you move forward. First, you can't change the past. So just like that A flat you might have dismissed in your music, you can't go back and do it again. What you can do is acknowledge the mistake, make the correction, and keep moving forward. Secondly, live in the moment. Just like tuning is always changing, your life will be always changing. You need to keep making adjustments so that you can stay in tune with the people around you. The only way to truly fail at something is if you don't try. The answer will always be no if you don't ask. So communication with others is key. And finally, it'll never be your job to kick somebody when they're down. Showing kindness and compassion is always a better choice, and one that is more likely to bring you peace as well. Hanging on to old grudges, getting revenge, being mean-spirited only serves to continue the endless carousel of negative feelings. In a world of darkness, be the light. Choose kindness, and remember, always show compassion. Let's give our seniors another round of applause.
So this year, all the seniors can agree that the one thing we hear Mr. Davis say a lot is, "I'll wait." We always see him watching and waiting, so we decided to make him a little sign saying, "I'll wait until it's quiet."
That's great.
And it's signed by all of us, and hope that you hang it up in your room, but I do have the pens.
He's not wrong. I definitely do that. Sometimes I just don't say anything. I just stand there and wait. All right, Jazz Band has one more tune for you, so we're going to get the Jazz Band back up on stage. Before I forget, senior parents who have the banners down here, please take them. I do not want to keep them. Take them somewhere, hang them up in your home, somewhere to embarrass them would be a perfect place to put them. Anybody who is friends with color guard folks who may not be here, let them know as well to go ahead and come get those so they can take them home and do whatever they're going to do with them. So I'm going to get up on stage. We've got one more tune to do for you. Thank you very much. It's not a bad choice. They're going to keep tuning so they don't have to stop. I guess it's not a bad choice. The concert can't be over if you just keep playing. So we actually did not end up getting to play this tune yesterday. So again, we planned a ton of music, and we just ran out of time to play everything that we had. Now, my great apologies to anybody who speaks Spanish a lot better. I did not take Spanish. I did not speak Spanish. So I'm going to make my best attempt at this. So this tune that we're going to play for is a Latin tune. It's called Danza del Carcayo. truth be told, for those of you who don't know, Ben's the freshman. So. So that was one of the things that was said to me yesterday when we were over at the governor's mansion. Was one of the people who were talking to me said, I gotta tell you, until they announced you, I thought you were a college band. He's like, I had no idea that it was a high school group up there playing, and they were just completely impressed with everything they did. And then, of course, then they were convinced they were all seniors, and we're like, they are not all seniors. So lots of good and bright future ahead. Hey, thank you all for being here. Fortunately, this is it for band concerts. But we hope to see you all back next year. And one of the things too, I do want to bring up is these performance opportunities. And what the jazz band did this year, it opens up opportunities not just for jazz band. It can open up opportunities for marching band and some of the other things too. Because as your name gets known, people start asking you to play. So if you want to be able to go do those fun things and go to those things, you have to sign up. So if you want to be in marching band or you want to be able to have the opportunity to go do those things, you got to sign up for it. We'd love to have you, but you got to sign up. So, all right. Good evening. Thank you, everyone.